Welcome to part 2 of the Lockwood 334B54. I've picked this lock out of the package in my last video, and today I want to pick it again because it is now equipped with 6 pins. And then, what's actually the main reason for this video, I want to show you the mechanism that can be used to change the lock from a non-key retaining to a key retaining padlock. So currently it's not key retaining. You can remove the key when the lock is in the unlocked state, and you can just close the shackle and you're locked up again. But with a simple change of the internals, you can make it a key retaining lock so that the key will stay in the lock until the lock is closed. But before I take this lock apart and show you the mechanism, I want to pick it. As I said, I have equipped it with 6 pins now. The last is a deep spool. So let's see if I can pick into this lock again. Alright. That was 1. These are the shallow spools from Lockwood. That was 2. That was 3. You barely see the counter rotation. I think that's 4. Or was it? No, that was 6, I believe, so I miscounted. That's 5. And that might be 2 or so. This bitting is really good, so you're constantly fighting with overset pins, releasing tension and try to reset it. And it's open. It's great fun to navigate the pick exactly on the tip of the pin to get the maximum reach out of it. And yeah, sooner or later it will open. So let's take it apart and I will show you the key retaining mechanism. You can see that there is a little pin. So we can pull this pin out or shake it out. It was in this little hole here. That's kind of a rest position, so not to lose it when it's not used, but you can put it in there in this extra hole, and now it's a key retaining lock. I put it back together. I zoom out a little bit. I have to close it, of course, otherwise the lock will not, or the plug will not go in. So maybe I've messed it up. No. Okay, so now you can see the lock is in the closed state. I insert the key, I turn the plug, and the lock opens. But now I cannot turn back the plug because this little pin is in the way, and in order to get the key out again I have to close the lock, then the plug returns and I can remove the key. How this works is the following. You can see the actuator here has this bar that needs to be turned in order to get the way free for the bell bearing to get inside the lock housing, to make the room free for the shackle to come out. And in order to turn this bar here, you need to turn the plug, and these little pieces then turn the cam. So now, or the actuator. So now when the little pin is not there, you can imagine, let me grab something to show it to you. You can imagine that when you turn the key like this, then the locking bar turns like that, and the lock is now in the open state. Now when you turn back the plug, the locking bar can stay where it is and you can remove the key. Now when you close the shackle, this bar here will return to its original state and the lock is locked up. So that's a non-key retaining case. But with this little pin in place, let's do this again. That's this, it's too big now. Get something different. So here is the bar. You turn the plug and now the lock pops open. But now when you want to turn back the plug to remove the key, you can see that doesn't work because this pin is in the way. So you have to close the lock first, then this bar here returns to its original state, the plug turns along and the key can be removed. Yeah, that's the trick with this little pin that was in the rest position here when I got this lock out of the package, but you can make it a little bit more secure and put it in this spot here to make it a key retaining lock. Well, anyhow, maybe I should show you the pins. I mean, I have showed you the pins before, but now it's a 6-pinner. I quickly take it apart and show you what I put in the last chamber. With this great bitting, it's really a fight with short key pins to get them set, and I believe if they would put serrated key pins in the lock, it would be much more difficult, because I take advantage of the fact that I can release tension a little bit and reset the lock. And if this is not easily possible when there are serrated key pins, if they grab in the edge of the chambers, then this might be much more difficult to pick. So you can see we've got all 6 chambers assembled. The last is my pin that I found that matches perfectly the height that is required, so that the pin can sit on the slope here for the last chamber. Because this is only a 5-pin key, you can see that the last pin here, not at number 6, has to sit here on this angle here of the key. So put it back in. Oh, upside down. Through the camera viewfinder, it's a little bit difficult to see the little details. So, and you've seen the Lockwood spools. They look like this. So the first 5 driver pins look like that, shallow spools. I was told that these are stainless. Maybe the attractor magnet, let's see. No, but stainless steel, I think, doesn't really attract a magnet easily. And the last chamber is my spool that I inserted. So we have got the spool in number 6, and all the other drivers are these shallow spools, these special Lockwood shallow spools. And yeah, this is the spring for number 6. Okay, here is the mess. That was my little update to the way the key retaining mechanism works, or how you can change the lock into a key retaining lock. Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful lock. I'm really glad that I have it now in my collection. Yeah. So, thank you very much for watching and happy picking. Cheers and bye bye.